This film contains adult language. There are 17 swear words carefully placed throughout. Kids, can you find them?
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
This is Sparta!
Fatality.
Could you imagine if Leonidas and the Spartans had coronavirus coming to town? I would think that they are probably the only group of warriors out there. There's probably more, but I'm just doing this for the sake of fucking argument here. They will probably be the ones who would run out to get all the toilet paper in the world. Yeah, all the toilet paper in Chicago. They'd go out there and they'd scoop that shit up. Could you, I mean, really, they're dressed up in war gear, and what if they get the shits? They'd have to have toilet paper. But that kind of defeats the purpose when the fucking virus has nothing to do with getting the shits. I'm at a complete loss. I'm totally lost. I don't know what the hell's going on with this coronavirus madness. United States, state of emergency. Texas, state of emergency. And the first thing people do is that they run out and they get a bunch of toilet paper. I mean, I don't get it. Completely nuts for me that toilet paper is an issue. It's fucking amazing. Now, I used to live in Florida along with Big O. And, this reminds me of right before a hurricane hits. You know, people go and they freaking go to the stores and they buy everything in sight. Really going completely bananas, buying shit up. Then the hurricane goes by. Then they got a bunch of extra shit in their house. It's nuts. It's completely nuts. But, I got an article today that I looked at. Behind the psychology, I just had to pause because it makes no sense. The psychology regarding buying up all the toilet paper. Now, in the group chat that the one and only Blue Chicken, Green Man Gooter, and the rest of the gang are in, Dave, which some of you guys should join, really, because we have some crazy conversations. A little bit off the path here. Not always about UFOs, by the way, or aliens. But nonetheless, in that chat, a few weeks ago, was it maybe like a week and a half ago or whatever, we were hearing from the guys in Australia about the toilet paper incident. Of course, everyone else was laughing their asses off. Because we have plenty of toilet paper around, right? We are wiping like there's no tomorrow. Fuck. We were like triple wrapping our hands. Because we don't got no toilet paper worries in the U.S. Ha ha. Don't you wish you guys were here? Now all of a sudden, not one fucking, not even a page, a little paper, a little sliver of toilet paper anywhere. Green Man says, just use the garden hose. Yeah, that's right. Fuck it. Why even wipe? You got to go into this like a Spartan. Don't wear it. Just go commando if you can, or make yourself a diaper and just throw that shit out. Until further notice, everyone's wearing diapers. Reusable, of course. Of some nice soft material. Until, of course, people get over the coronavirus. Corvid. I like even make up the fucking name. What the fuck is it? Is it a coronavirus? Is it freaking Corvid? Give it one name. One name. I heard someone talking about the coronavirus, and then they were shitting bricks. Probably someone that loaded up on toilet paper about the fact that they thought COVID-19 was another virus. You can't write this stuff. I mean, it is bananas. It's beyond bananas. I have been working on the volume on this microphone. This microphone is super damn sensitive. And I can't seem to lower this. This is insane. Oh, shit. I might be increasing it. This is what happens when you don't podcast for a few days. One moment, please, as I adjust this. It might be a little better now. I don't know. It just gets all creepy. Guter says he was at the Costco in Chicago, and they put out 5 pallets. I'm assuming he's talking about shitter paper, and it was gone in 3 minutes. Yeah. Green Man says 99% of schools are closed here in San Diego, I believe that is, California. And actually, we just got a message locally here in San Antonio. The kiddies in school are going to have an extra week of spring break. Damn. Why didn't this happen when I was in school? Should I take another fucking week of spring break? Come on. I would have loved it. Now, I'm not making light of Shittergate. Or, I guess, and call it Shittergate. It was really non-Shittergate. Really, that would be the crime here, right? People thinking that toilet paper is essential for stopping the coronavirus. So I guess it would be Shittergate. That is the problem with Shittergate. News, people freaking out, and all this stuff happening when it really is not necessary. It's just bananas. By the way, I got a few new songs. Few songs here that are new to our little podcast here. I've been going for a while because of the moon issues. So it's been a little sporadic, but it looks like things are looking up, so we should be able to get back on a non-regular schedule. Also, quick shout out to, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I just dropped it. I just dropped the whole thing. To Rick. The Rickster out in Abilene, Texas, sent me a message about the movie that's coming up called Phenomenon. You guys got to check out this trailer for this movie. It's crazy. But in the meantime, check out this new track, and then we'll get into the nonsense of everything we're going through right now.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious. Building up an illusion of a world full of trust. Moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone. I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened. Maybe just a dream. Could it be my imagination running out of steam? All I know is every time I see you, I feel insecure. I'm unable to find the words. How can I be sure? I'm holding on when everything's gone. I've gotta be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone. I don't know where I'm coming from. I fail to see right in front of me.
I think Shittergate is another example of how humanity does not know its own back door. I mean, backyard. It really doesn't. We are so clueless about our own planet. Why the fuck would we even consider looking light years away? So you've seen the title. Besides the usual madness that we're going through right now, it's a weird thing. It's like the zombie apocalypse. It really is. Like when you think about it, this is what The Walking Dead has been preparing us for. You know, I don't know. For some reason, when you see something that's like a pandemic, zombies come to mind. They're just automatic. They've set us up for this. This is what they trained us to do. We've been brainwashed to think about zombies when shit like this happens. So some fucking zombie is coming your way. I guarantee it. It's going to happen. So the first story, just to get this TP crap the fuck out the way. Got TP. The psychology behind why toilet paper is the latest coronavirus panic buy. Like I never would have thought that the toilet paper would be hit. Really, I figured that somehow it was clear to these people who are buying, that are causing Shittergate, that this was a respiratory issue. I mean, everywhere you look at it, you just got to look up the symptoms. Fever, cough, sneezing. Nowhere does it say that you are going to break out into shits and leave a trail wherever you go. I don't get it. So this article was fascinating to me. I got a couple of the reasons they're saying that Shittergate's happening. But you can read the link that's in the description if you want to see the psychology behind it. And it's FUBAR. It really is. Completely FUBAR. The first one that they're saying is because people resort to extremes when they hear conflicting information. I don't understand what was conflicting. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It says this, basically, it is something that is an excessive response. So you don't know what's going on. You hear this information. You can't make heads or tails about it. So you start panicking. You go bananas. This was something that a psychologist told the University of British Columbia and at CNN. It says the novel coronavirus, come on, pick a fucking name, scares people because it's new and there's a lot about it that's completely unknown at this moment. So when people are getting conflicting information, they automatically grab their bungholes and they think about they're going to have the shits. That doesn't say that, but psychologically, that's the only way I can put it together. When people are told something dangerous is coming, but all you need to do is wash your hands, the action doesn't seem proportionate to the threat, he said. Special danger needs special precaution. So still, from a psychological standpoint, this still doesn't tell me why people are buying all the damn toilet paper. Still doesn't tell me. It makes no sense to me. Like literally, you go to the store and that aisle that was filled with squeezable rolls of toilet paper, gone. It's empty. Completely gone. What can you do? This makes no damn sense. Here's the other part. The other reason why people psychologically might be enacting Shittergate is because people are stocking up on supplies because they're thinking about themselves, their families, and what they need to prepare. What are they going to do with the toilet paper? Burn bodies? Is that what they're... I don't understand. They're going to stack them up and start fires. How much shit do you think you're going to do in a week or two? Like maybe they're thinking, well, I'll probably get the coronavirus. I'll have to stay in my home for 14 days, so I need shitter paper for 14 days. That really seems to be the one thing no one can live without. No one can live without toilet paper for 14 days while they are quarantined for whatever reason. And that's if they get the fucking thing. That's the part that drives me insane. That is nuts. There's another quote here by this psychologist, last name Taylor. It's all due to this wave of anticipatory anxiety. Like when I'm anxiety, if I have anxiety about stuff and I'm waiting for shit to go down, forget about that pun. I'm not thinking about grabbing all the toilet paper in the store. It just doesn't make any sense. Where did this get miscommunicated? That's the thing that is driving me nuts, because I have not found a single article that says stock up on the shitter paper because you're about to empty out for the next 14 days. Yeah, eat as much as you can now because your ass is going to be empty in no time. I don't know. People become anxious ahead of the actual infection. They haven't thought about the bigger picture, like what are the consequences of stockpiling toilet paper? You have room. Yeah, I mean, you run out of room for other shit, right? Again, I gotta stop using the word shit when I'm talking about toilet paper because I'm losing the focus here. It just makes no sense that they're doing this. It's just crazy. Now, here's the funny thing that the first thing that came to mind for me is why is it that people are losing their minds about the coronavirus? Fairly new. I can see that. The article says it's a fairly new thing. About 3 weeks ago, people are sitting around in other countries outside of Europe or whatever, and they're seeing, one person died here. Oh, there's a few infected over there. There's a new disease out there. COVID. Got it. But no one's really thinking about it. As a matter of fact, the memes all came out, right? Coronavirus. You have like the Corona bottle of beer in the fridge and all the other Budweiser and Miller Lights all the way on the other side with a face mask on because they don't want to catch it. The Corona, that is. So we got all the memes, but now all of a sudden, the memes are not so fucking funny, right? They're not funny when people are being quarantined for 14 days at a time. And now we're hearing about folks dying. Not funny at all. But still, why do we have Shittergate? I still don't know. Here's a thing that was put out by the one and only Elon Musk, Mr. SpaceX himself. Elon got the people at Tesla together, and I don't know, maybe they had a meeting about it, as every company right now. Most of the companies, especially these big companies, are getting their people together to come up with a plan. This is what's going to happen. Your ass gets sick, get the fuck out of here. Don't come in here. You got 14 days to get over it. Basically, that's what they're saying. Self-quarantine yourself. We don't want to see your ugly ass in here anyway. It helps us not pay you. So Elon got together with the Tesla crew, and he actually said this to them, that they are more likely to die in a car accident than from the coronavirus. He actually said that. Yeah. I think the numbers came out recently that 80% of the people that catch it will have flu-like kind of symptoms. 15% would be severe enough to the point where they might need some help breathing. And then the 5% are the unlucky few that will not survive the coronavirus. So something came to mind. Something came to mind to me, and I said, well, shit, a lot of people die from the flu each year. How is this any different? Why are we so nuts about this? I got an article from the CDC. Yeah, the article actually has data from the CDC, but it's published by health.com. It says this is how many people die from the flu each year, according to the CDC. And I didn't want to go back to like when Roswell happened because, we need like current data and stuff like that. So the data that this particular article is talking about is from October 1st of 2019 through February 1st of 2020. Pretty recent. And what we're talking about there, 4 months. 4 months. The flu season hit. And basically they're saying that about 30,000 people or more died from the flu in the United States. 30,000. Just last month. Over a 4-month period, 30,000 people passed away. It also estimates that 31 million Americans actually caught the flu, with about 210 to 370,000 hospitalized. That is a big, significant fucking number. It's not a small number, not by any means. Now, is it possible that the coronavirus, COVID-19, will surpass this? Well, there was an estimate that said that 150 million Americans, just in the United States alone, would be infected by the coronavirus. That's a lot of fucking people. So where is the scary part? When you look at these two diseases, these two viruses, what's the scary part? Well, the scary part is that they're saying that the flu, when you put all the numbers together, you got 0.1% mortality rate. 0.1% compared to 3.5% with the coronavirus. So a shitload more people will probably pass away because of this, but a lot of that comes from a misunderstanding, and also that percentage, there is a asterisk that says the data is a bit faulty, only because we don't really know how many people have the coronavirus and how many people reported that they had it. And at this point, if you had it a few weeks back, did you go to a doctor and they said, oh, you just got the flu? You'll get over it. Everybody does. Just go home and go to sleep. I think we're going to learn a lot about the coronavirus in the next few months, next few weeks, next few months, next few years. But the question to me has always been, especially in this topic of ufology, space, and stuff like that, is, again, we show that we don't even know our own planet. We don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't have a clue. Millions of people, probably in this case, hundreds of thousands of people might die from something we should know about. We've been on this fucking planet long enough. You think we'd figure out when things like this happen and a faster way to react to it. But that's not the case. Not the case at all. People are dropping like flies everywhere. So why do we bother going into space? Oh, it's because of science, Moonraker. That's what it's for. Fuck science. Fuck space. You can't even take care of the stuff in your own backyard. What the fuck are you going to find out there? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot worse in the forms of virus and bacteria and so forth in space than there are right here on our own planet. It's a sad state of affairs, but there's more evidence to the fact that we don't know what the fuck is in our own solar system coming up next. By the way, I've got a track here, a track or two, that will be familiar to some, well, familiar to one, and new to everyone else. So check this out.
You blew my mind, girl, but I don't even know your name. We like to hang with big crowds. You're friends with my friends aloud. You live up on the hill, but that won't stop me from taking you down. I like to bring you down. I like to lay you down. I like to get you on the floor, baby, mess you around. You know what I'm saying, girl? I thought you knew, girl. What you see is what you get. I thought you knew, girl. Yeah, I thought you knew. What you see is what you get. Too hard to forget that, baby. I can get you wet. You can love me or leave me, but girl, make up your mind. 'Cause a man like me, girl, a man like me, yeah, it's got a hard fight. in the hall. You gave a kiss, I said a call. We go and watch a movie, then we quickly bail the mall. Head to the beach to have some fun. Chill there till the sun is done. That's when I'll pull you close, girl, and tell you you're not the only one. But I thought you knew what you see is what you get. Too hard to forget that, baby, that I can get you wet. You can love me or leave me. Girl, make up your mind. Cause a man like me, girl, a man like me, yeah, it's got a hard fight. Yeah, I thought you knew. Yeah, I thought you knew. Yeah, I thought you knew, girl, what you see is what you get. So you better remember. So you better remember. So you better remember, baby. Better not forget. Thought you knew what you see is what you get. Too hard to forget there, baby, that I can get you wet. You can love me or leave me, but girl, make up your mind. Cause a man like me, girl, a man like me, yeah, it's got a hard find. Yeah, I thought you knew. Yeah, I thought you knew. Yeah, I thought you knew, girl, what you see is what you get. So you better remember. So you better remember. You better remember, girl, better not forget. I can get you wet. Better not forget.
Apparently one of the folks that's on the live chat, Green Man, was a party to that track. You know what? I think I was struck by Shittergate for a while because I completely forgot that I had those tracks, and I kept on trying to make a mental note to myself to add it to the list. So you guys on iHeart and Spotify, if you want some info about this track, let me know, and I'll direct you to the man that can give you the answers. But anyway, let's get to our next news article, and then we'll have another trip to that to Green Man's track. We got one more to play for today, but let's get on it. Here we go. Another example about how we don't know our own back doors. I'm gonna just say back doors. #Shittergate, because that's what it is. We do not know who we are, where we are, why we are, and what the fuck is out there, basically. And just in our own solar system, we don't know. The article comes from Fox News, of all people. I mean, they're busy reporting on Shittergate right now, but they had time for this one. Planet 9 discovery gets closer as astronomers discover 139 minor planets past Neptune. How the fuck all of a sudden you find 139 minor planets? But they're not even talking about in another solar system. They're not talking about a nearby galaxy or something 45 billion, quadrillion, gagillion light years away. No, they're talking about in our own solar system. Wow, that just happened. Yeah, so apparently they're getting closer to figure out where the fuck is Planet 9, a.k.a. Planet X, a.k.a. the Earth Killer. Very strange indeed. Now, they've been looking at what they call trans-Neptunian objects for some time because they've been seeing that possibly there is a significantly sized planet. I think about the size of Jupiter, saying that's on the far reaches of the solar system, and because it's so dimly lit, we really can't see it, right? But the theory as of late has been that this particular Planet 9 has probably already been discovered. They just have too much fucking data to comb through. And here's an example about how much data they have. So, according to this article, they actually used the dark energy survey. So the survey is basically, using dark energy to pinpoint some of these trans-Neptunian objects. Now they're saying that they know there's approximately 3,000. However, there's a number here that's freaking staggering. It is a huge number. According to the dark energy survey, they actually came back initially from what they call the DES, 7 billion dots. Now, if you can imagine you looking at the sky, and let's say let's be honest. Imagine you looking at the sky 3 years ago, before the fucking Starlinks were up, and you looked and you were in the country somewhere where there's no pollution, and the cloud, everything, there's no cloud in the sky is completely visible. You could probably, if you had time to count all that shit up like the rest of your life, you'd see about a few billion stars up there on a clear night. Before all the pollution, light, clouds, and all that nonsense. So this thing detected these 7 billion dots. Now, here's the part that really blew my mind, right? They had 7 billion dots. They condensed it down to 22 million transient objects. Came from 22 million transient objects. They came down to 400 objects that were observed over 6 nights. This was all done, and it took a time. This wasn't something that just happened. These guys did not just take out their pencil, their pocket protectors, throw them on the floor, and just gave up on life and stood up one night counting fucking dots. It actually happened between 2013 and 2017, and they used a 520 megapixel dark energy camera. The camera is apparently on the Blanco 4-meter telescope down in Cerro Tololo Inter-American Observatory in Chile. First things first, I just want to say this, guys in Chile. I'm not going to hold that fake UFO report the military gave a few years back. We're not going to hold that against you because, if you guys just sit around fucking counting 7 billion dots, I could definitely see why anything would look like a fucking UFO to you guys. That's all I'm saying. But basically, the point is that from 2013 to 2017, they were able to take 7 billion dots, bring them down to 400 objects. In those 400 objects, we have these 139 minor planets past Neptune. In all of that, the theory is that somewhere in there is Planet 9. And they're still combing through the data to figure that out. The other theory is there is a gigantic mass of these objects. It could be a bunch of, just mass out there. It could be a bunch of smaller planets like these that are all huddled in the same area somewhere, and they're causing this gravity. Or it could be Planet X is there, ready to come around, doing its yearly 20,000 year orbit around the sun. Whatever the case may be, it's good to know that science has not given up on the fact that there is more out there, and you can just see, just from these fucking staggering numbers, that we do not know our own solar system. Just like we don't know why the fuck we have a coronavirus. It's sad. It's sad indeed. It's terrible that we're always reactionary when it comes to these things. Bird flu, SARS, all these other fucking things that have come about. We always wait to the bitter end to figure out what the hell we need to do after so many people have lost their lives. It's a sad state of affairs. So anyway, let's get back to Planet 9. We're still looking for it. Science has not given up on the fact that it actually exists, and I think that's a good thing. Keep looking for it, fuckers, because it's out there. Your numbers can't be wrong. Your readings cannot be completely wrong, though at one point it did say what could be happening. A third option is a primordial black hole the size of a pinprick with a shitload of gravity, making it seem like there's a planet out there. Which really, I won't be honest, fuck Planet 9, fuck all the asteroids. I would love it to be a primordial black hole. Wouldn't that be great if we had one of those in our solar system? Fuck my life. That'd be cool.
Yo! What's up, baby? Damn, you sure look good tonight, girl. What's your name? Why don't you come over here? Let me buy you a drink, baby. It's all good. Is that right? Why don't you sit back? Listen up, baby. Every day I wake up just to see the sunrise. I live and see the sunlight reflected in my eagle's eyes. It's you that keeps me going, so I gotta push on. You're filling my heart with love, girl. It's you that make me smile. Something about you, baby, I don't know. But you're the sunshine, girl. But you ain't grown. And if you need me, better know that I'll be there to give you what I got, girl. Just to show you that I care. So believe in me, yeah. Like I believed in you. 'Cause there ain't nothing, baby, that I wouldn't do. Sweet and chocolate or cotton candy. I need to take your bite. Can't you see that you're my ice cream girl? Dream about you. I wanted to dream about me too. We can spend some time, girl, and do what comes naturally. Skin on skin, flesh on flesh. I provide the light around. When I take you down, girl, we're like a boot on long, yeah. Then I'll let you ride for just a minute, and then I'll pull you back, baby, 'cause we ain't finished. Sweet and chocolate, cotton candy, yeah, yeah, yeah. I need you to take a bite. Can't you see that you're my ice cream girl? Sweet and chocolate, cotton candy, yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to take a bite of you. Can't you understand? Don't you see? You're my ice cream girl. 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 You're my ice cream girl.
Oh, that Green Man. What a talented guy. That's another track by Green Man and the band. Actually, that's not the name of the band. I guess, he's in the live chat right now. Green Man, what was the name of the band that you were part of? Because that's some crazy stuff there. In the meantime, while he answers that question, let's get into the last report. It's a little short, but it's more of more Mosconian news. So this Sunday, it's going to go down again. You know, I downloaded this app about, it's been about over a month now, maybe like 6 weeks. And I listen, every freaking evening since I downloaded that damn app, it's been cloudy as fuck. I could not even try to use it. The app tracks all of the Starlink satellites, and it tells you what times in the morning you can see it, what times in the PM you can see it based on your location, your coordinates for where you are experiencing Shittergate. You can actually look up. It'll give you a time frame. It usually is not very long. Anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes is what you'll see them for. But it doesn't. I haven't been able to because we had all this stuff going on. It was always cloudy and rainy. Then I had the personal issues going on, and now I got Shittergate. So now, because of Shittergate, I'm plugged to the television looking at the news. I will never see the Starlinks until it's too late, until the entire sky is filled with rubber-dicking Starlink satellites, and it'll be all gone. It'll be all gone, totally gone as far as the view of the sky. Why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because SpaceX is preparing to launch its Falcon 9 this Sunday. Another batch of Starlink satellites are heading up. This is the article from Space. Can you tell it's time for me to just give it up? I think it's maybe the vodka is kicking in. NASA Spaceflight.com has an article here. Starlink sending up its next set of satellites are going up. Now, I don't even know if these are painted black, because the issue was when astronomers were, and did Elon kill them all? You know, when these things first came up, and astronomers were going nuts about we can't see the sky, we can't study anything anymore. You know, they were getting petitions ready, they were like doing all kind of stuff. They were going to call out the government because of what they were doing and how it impacted science and their study. I don't hear that anymore. It's all gone. Did he send out like a bunch of ninjas and killed off all the astronomers? What the hell is going on? Anyway, so this Falcon 9 will be taking off about 9:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on March the 15th. And it's going to be a continuing ramp up because he is not fucking around. He really is not. He's going to launch this, and he's working toward completing phase 1 of the constellation. And you know what? More power to the people who want to get hacked. I mean, who need internet. Especially like, you know, Australia. They are in need of some good internet and a good hacking and probing and shittergates of their own, mate. But yeah, he's trying to reach 1,600 satellites before the end of the year. It's a big fucking number, but at the rate he's going, he's gonna get pretty damn close to it, let me tell you. There is no stopping Elon Musk, even if a company goes under because of COVID. SpaceX apparently is going to be assigning every shipment of satellites into the sky to one of 3 orbits, just to make sure they don't collide with each other. And this app that I downloaded, and let me tell you, whether you use Apple product or if you use Google Android, go into your store, whichever it is, Play Store or iTunes, whatever, your app store, go in there and look for Starlink tracking applications. They're all over the place. There's actually a bunch of them. And you will track these things. You've got to see them. You see them on YouTube. You see people posting pictures of it, Facebook. But I would imagine, because I haven't done it yet, because of obvious reasons that I just mentioned, that this is a pretty fascinating site. So fascinating that when these things first went up, people were reporting UFOs. But you've got to take a look at it. One thing that this article goes on and on about is the fact that, as all of them do, they always want to promote what Elon is working on as such a great thing. He's bringing internet to the spear chuckers. No. That's not what's happening. You know, some of the guys in the chat talk about how he's really bringing porn to countries that never had internet. Fuck it. I mean, really, if you're like in one of those situations where internet is so bad that most of your country does not have it, you're not going to give two shits. But I'm sure some of your teenagers will turn to porn. Thanks to Pornhub, which actually there's actually, and I saw this, that there's a bit of a crusade to shut that particular site down. So hey, there might not be a selling point for Elon anyway. According to Green Man, the name of the band was Blow Up Betty. So there you go. That is just hilarious. So listen, if you guys want to ever chat with Green Man, the good place to do it is on the UFO Buster Radio fan chat on Discord. He's on there. Maybe you can get his autograph. Maybe he can send you something with a little Blow Up Betty dealio in case you like those tracks. I mean, the tracks are great. I'll be honest with you. It's fantastic. What is this? I guess he had another name. Oh, yeah, the group broke up. And there was something about a name called Spank the Spankless. It's almost not too far from Blowing Up Betty. This is the episode. That's it. The link for this particular SpaceX situation is in the description for the podcast, as well as all the other links that we talked about today. Shitgate is what it is. We have to live through it. And we'll see. There's a lot of news reports out there of government officials dying because of Shittergate in their country. Of course, we on UFO Buster Radio, we will call it Shittergate. We're not going to call it the coronavirus or COVID-19. My question today is, what the fuck happened to the other 18? What happened to those COVIDs? I don't know. These are the questions that just come up when you're thinking about the podcast. The very last piece of information, the UFO Buster Radio and the Dark Horde store is still a work in progress. Jeez, it's a lot of hard work trying to pick merchandise that you think your folks are going to want to dive into. But it's on the way. Just take some time. It'll be released sometime next week. Maybe Sunday, I don't know. We'll see what we do. But in the meantime, I'm going to check out. We'll have the Dark Horde episode tomorrow and probably a special Sunday edition of UFO Buster Radio. Just kind of catch up and chew the fat a little, as they say. But with that said, ciao.